3 best softwares for mobile video editing every video editors should use. Hi there you guys, welcome to another video, and in this video I will be talking about some of the best apps you can use to edit your videos using your mobile phone or your tablet. So basically these are the apps the software mobiles app that you can download from Google Play Store or Apple Store. And if you're looking for the best video editing apps, this video is going to be for you. So these days, we're somewhat spoiled for choice when it comes to mobile video editing tools. And after all, it wasn't long ago that we're working on videos meant being chained to a huge editing suite filled with chunky dials and slots for huge tapes. And now, since the arrival of digital technology, it immediately revolutionized things. So you still needed a seriously powerful PC though when you want to edit a good video. But ever since the existence of mobile phones, it now made it possible to create, good looking videos just using your mobile device. So without further ado, let me talk about the first app, which is LumaFusion. LumaFusion is the mobile app synonymous with desktop grade video editing. Although it's not quite enough to hurl your PC out of the window, I've heard of editors using it to complete entire projects, and it's easy to see why. Rather than simplifying editing for mobile, LumaFusion embraces complexity yet makes it accessible. And there's a multi-track editor, so you can edit up to 6 for video, titles, graphics, and audio, 6 more for overlaid effects, music, and voiceovers. Tracks can be locked as well, hidden and muted, keeping everything manageable even on an iPhone. So the magnetic timeline is flexible and responsive, even when juggling 4K footage with a useful overview that lets you jump to any point in your edit. And there's a multitude of effects, color correction tools, and audio mixing features to experiment with. Even the upfront cost, which might look off-putting, is reasonable when you realize it's a one-off and not a subscription. So in short, if you have video editing needs on iPhone and iPad, LumaFusion should be your first choice, unless you can't get on with the interface or it's overkill for your needs. Well, right now, it's my top pick for the title of Best Video Editing App. So the price is not that expensive, you guys. You can get it, and it's available for, sorry, by the way. LumaFusion is expensive, but there is LumaFX, which is another app, but it's basically from the same company, but it's a bargain compared to the more expensive LumaFusion, which is $29.99 for iPhone and iPad. So next app that I have here is Kinemaster. You might have heard this app before from your friends or from people who edit, and maybe like watermarks of this on your feed. Maybe you've seen videos with watermarks of Kinemaster, but there's a sense of trepidation with Kinemaster when you launch the app, and it immediately wants to rope you into a subscription. So be careful about that. You'll just have to go and try it, maybe explore the interface. But what soon becomes clear is this is powerful, usable software. So whether you're willing to pay for it or not, importing clips is a cinch. And the app makes great use of screen space. So by default, a large preview is flanked by a toolbar for vital commands, like undo, settings, and so on, and a camera-like record button with icons around it for quickly getting at media, audio, and overlays. It looks cluttered but feels efficient when working, even on a phone. So for free, you get access to the bulk of the toolset, so if not, the assets and exports are watermarked. If nothing else, this at least means you can try before you buy, right? So if you do pay, it'll cost you around $23 annually. Reasonable value for the best pro-oriented option on Android, especially if you make use of the asset store. And iPhone and iPad users should stick with LumaFusion though. That's what I would suggest. Next, which is the last on my list for this video, iMovie. We all know this software. Of course, you know this if you're using an Apple. It comes with I'm not sure if it comes pre-built in with, I mean pre-installed with iPhones nowadays, because I'm not really a fan of Apple. But on desktop, iMovie has long held a reputation for marrying ease of use with power. So it's no Final Cut Pro, but it gets the job done. So you might say the same for its mobile incarnation. You can load a selection of clips, and iMovie arranges them on a magnetic single track timeline. Clips can be rearranged with ease as well, and you can pinch to zoom the timeline if you don't like staring at thumbnails. There's a title editor, which is standard or lower third, and although it's based around themes, fonts, colors, and backgrounds, it can all be adjusted. And beyond that, you can apply filters and transitions, adjust clip speeds, add audio overlays, and experiment with green screen, split screen, and picture in picture effects. Ultimately, iMovie trades depth for speed, which is why it isn't quite my top choice for the best video editing app title. Some features are geared towards newcomers, such as the accessible but limited interface and trailer templates that teach people about film construction and shot types. Still, jobbing pros shouldn't dismiss the app, because it's great for throwing clips together and figuring out narrative flows in an interface that's fast, efficient, and low distractions. Yep. So let's take a look back on this three softwares. We have, the first one is LumaFusion. This is definitely good for when you're using an Apple device. I'd suggest this for when you're looking for a video editor to install on your iPad. It works best for you when your screen is wider compared to when you're using a small screen of a mobile phone, but it works on both, tablets, or I mean iPad or the iPhone. But yeah, if you're using an Apple product, definitely get this. Next one is Kinemaster. This is like the Android counterpart of LumaFusion. Now, if you're using an Android, definitely go with Kinemaster. But if you're using Apple, I suggest that you go with LumaFusion instead. And by the way, there's a bargain version of the LumaFusion, which is the Luma FX, and it's not as good as the LumaFusion, but it gets the job done. Splitting, cutting, and joining videos and stuff like that. And of course, the iMovie, and there are two versions of this, right? iMovie on desktop and iMovie on your mobile phone. But don't get me wrong, iMovie on desktop is not as good as Final Cut Pro. But if you are using Apple iPhone, of course, definitely go with iMovie. And the thing with iMovie is that it lets you create, the basic stuff that people like nowadays. And if you're looking for it to edit like a vlog, or maybe a simple vlog, add text, pop-up text all around your screen, definitely try iMovie out. All right, so which one of these apps have you tried before, and which of them do you think is the best? But if you haven't tried any of this, which would you like to try? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you again on the next video. Peace out.